Hi, Annabelle here, corporate wellness specialist and founder of Workvie pain relief creams. And in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the differences between carpal tunnel syndrome and thoracic outlet syndrome, TOS. I bet most of you have never heard of thoracic outlet syndrome, but it's super important to learn about both. Now, a little disclaimer before we get going with the video, this is not medical advice. If you are suffering pain or if you have an ailment, you always want to consult a physician. The purpose of this video is just to give you a little bit of education so that you can have these conversations with your medical professional, especially if you're suffering from a lot of pain. So let's get right to it. Most people who are suffering from pain in their hands, they're very concerned about carpal tunnel syndrome. And here are some of the symptoms that you can look for in carpal tunnel syndrome. For example, most of the pain will be felt here in this area of the wrist. If you're feeling pain that's traveling down the arm, that may not be carpal tunnel syndrome because most of it happens right here. Basically what's happening is that you have a nerve called the central nerve that goes right here, and then there's a tunnel that travels to. The more work that you do, so for those of us who do a lot of typing on the computer, maybe you're doing a lot of texting, twisting, pinching, all those sorts of motions, basically what they do is it starts to get this area, like it creates inflammation around the area of the wrist, and you'll feel the pain because all of these areas are connected in your thumb, forefinger, middle finger, and half of the ring finger. If you're having pain in just the pinky area, that is something completely different, and you're going to want to check out another one of our videos called Hand Pain May Not Be Carpal Tunnel. But in this particular video, we're going to keep talking about carpal tunnel and thoracic outlet syndrome. So like I mentioned earlier, typically the pain starts and ends from right around here, the palm of your hand, and there's several exercises that you can do for carpal tunnel syndrome, but one of the things that is very important is that because a lot of the pain is going to be here, if you are using a cream like the Workvie lidocaine roll-on in this case, or our traditional Workvie pain relief cream, you want to apply it to the base here, to your wrists, and maybe some of the upper part of your fingers. Now, here's the kicker, and here's the part where a lot of people get confused. So sometimes we get calls from people who bought our product and they're like, oh, I used the hand cream, but it didn't really work for me. I put it all over my hand. And here is where you want to take into account thoracic outlet syndrome. And what that is a pinched nerve right up here. If you touch yourself, like you can touch, there's like a little gap. There's a nerve. There's a nerve that travels right through here, and a lot of times that nerve gets pinched because we're either hunched over when we're working on the computer, or maybe you're carrying something that's really heavy. Other times there's things that we do. So for example, if you're a hairdresser and you're constantly like pulling the hair, that pain can also come from the neck. And what you'll experience there is you'll have the pain in the hand, but it usually runs down maybe like an electrical current, some tingling, numbness down the arm. And what you want to do in those situations is, for example, if you're using our Workvie lidocaine roll-on, you want to apply it in this area. So imagine you're feeling the pain right here, you keep applying the product in the hand area, but you're not getting any relief. You might want to check out this area up here so that you can get the relief because the pain is coming down the arm. So main differences is carpal tunnel syndrome, you're going to feel the pain here, it ends about here, but if you feel that it's coming down the arm, you may want to check out and see if you have thoracic outlet syndrome. So if you have your pain reliever, maybe it's not Workvie, you want to try it out in this area right in here between the neck area and the shoulder area. You can apply the cream right up in here so that you can get overall relief in your arm. And throughout the workday, what you want to do, whether you have carpal tunnel syndrome or thoracic outlet syndrome, you want to take frequent breaks. You want to make sure that you're getting stretches, because another thing that's happening in the workforce that a lot of people don't realize is that in the past, after you're done with work you would come home and maybe you do different types of activities. Maybe you would go cut the grass or go for a walk or do other things. But now what a lot of us tend to do after we come home from work is that we continue to text on the phone, to go through social media on our phone. And so we're not giving our hands any rest, our wrists any rest. And that's super important, that you want to make sure that you're stretching, that you're taking breaks, that you're giving your hands, your arms, much needed rest after a long work day. Again, this was looking at carpal tunnel syndrome versus thoracic outlet syndrome. Consult your doctor if you're having pain. Ask them questions about the two. You'd be surprised how few people have understanding about the differences between those two ailments that can affect your hands. Continue watching our channel for other videos that can help you with carpal tunnel pain, back pain, different types of pain that people that are hardworking like you and me can really benefit from. And if you want to check out more information about our products, you can visit our website, workvie.com, workvie.com. I'll put the link below as well. Or you can also purchase our products on Amazon.com by doing a quick search on Workvie, and I will also put the link. Subscribe to our channel if you want to keep learning more about how to stay healthy at work, and have a healthy day. Bye.